I wanted to jump back a bit and talk a little bit about after the closing of Snow Freight Lines. And I had purchased a house, so I had the pressure of a mortgage. I was kind of young. I was only 24, I think. Really too young and not established to be buying a house. But nonetheless, I bought a house, and I no longer had a job because my brother's company closed. The company I was vice president of. At the time I was trying to go to school at South Mesa College, trying to get some sort of an education, and everything collapsed on me. I had this house and I needed an opportunity, so I had a friend that was a police officer, and he suggested, "Why don't you try becoming a police officer?" And I think I applied at a couple places, and I didn't get hired. This is when affirmative action was at its pitch. And by the way, I'm not against affirmative action in general. I don't represent others. I just represent myself because I don't think I'm the typical middle America type of a white person, so to speak. And I think I was the exception to the rule, and my history proves it. But anyways, I didn't get hired. He suggested I join the police academy, and because you could go into the police academy and get the training, and they more than likely will hire you after you get the certificate to be a police officer. So I went that route, and I still had the mortgage, my house mortgage. So it was very difficult. But I did want to note that in the police academy, I was doing very well. In fact, when we would do the exercises, like go for long jogs, we'd go around this track and field track around a football field, and I would actually lap a lot of the recruits, the hired recruits. That's on the physical end. I was in perfect shape, and as far as on the written end, I was doing extremely well. I was already developing my reading skill. In fact, today I actually take SAT vocabulary tests online, and I ace them. But I had already was becoming a good. I was having no problem with the written. So I would have been hired. But anyway, I decided I couldn't make it financially. I had a house payment I had to deal with. So I applied for LAPD, hoping I could get hired with them because they were hiring aggressively at the time. I went through the entire process. I scored 90% overall. And again, I was going to use that as a stepping stone to eventually go to law school. But I never got hired because they were aggressively hiring people that, I weren't Caucasian. I'm a Caucasian from a working middle class family whose family struggled all their life. I did not have opportunity, and I needed it then. So that's just another piece of bad luck that I was confronted with, trying to make my way into this world with very little opportunity and resources to propel me, like so many of the people that I grew up with had.